Peace, family. Okay. Today's conversation actually came from a conversation I had with a client. And as I was breaking down these concepts to him, it made me realize there was a very important message that I want to share with you all. And it's about fear and awareness. Fear and awareness. Let's take a look at the situation that we find ourselves in today. We find ourselves stressed out. We find ourselves in a box. We find ourselves contained in the same cycles that our parents and our grandparents found themselves in. We find ourselves in the same ecosystem leading to the same destination. Now, I'm speaking in generalities. Of course, there are outliers, but a majority of people might have higher aspirations, bigger dreams, but for whatever reason, they find themselves unable to accomplish those dreams. And what I believe the reason for that is fear. And it's not fear in the way that most people think of fear. It's not some monster. It's not this terrifying thing that's gripping them and it doesn't allow them to get out of bed or walk in the dark. No, no, no. It's a very subtle fear. It's fear of failure. Maybe it's fear of the unknown. Fear of being found out. That they are not perfect. It's this subtle facts and information, and then we're gonna go forward and we're gonna call it a day. It won't be too long. Your brain is a superpower. Your brain is a supercomputer. Your brain is a powerful mechanism. It holds the mind, which houses the thoughts that we have, and the thoughts are what connect us to the world around us. Thank you, Dr. Powell for the knowledge. And when you recognize this, the mind and the thoughts are capable of calculating and breaking down and understanding what is unfolding, the likelihood of different things. The brain and the mind is so powerful, it can lay out, it can even prophesize what some people might say predict future outcomes. And where do these future outcomes come from? They come from a bit of facts applied intelligently so that you can know where you're going. Okay? This is why you begin to see the different outcomes of life. And when you see the different outcomes of life, it allows you to make the best decision in the current moment to get to the outcome that you most desire. But when you're unable to see these outcomes in life, when you're unable to see what will happen next, it elicits fear because we're fearful. And we're fearful most often than not because we want control. Because we want control. And the reason that we want control is because we want we want to determine the outcome. that's traveling in a direction that you want to go. And most people are fearful when they lack the awareness of where it is they want to go and what's around them to get them there. And so they move into a state of fear so that they can control things that they really can't, which leads to overwhelm, stress, burnout, which is where we are today. And this is why so many people are repeating these cycles that their parents repeated, that their grandparents repeated, because their awareness is not expanded. We're in the age of information, but it does not mean that we are in the age of knowledge and wisdom. And when you recognize the power that you have to dictate your reality, to make the proper decisions, you connect back with your essence. So family, fear and awareness on opposite spectrums. When you lack awareness, you typically have more fear. And when you have more fear, you typically lack awareness. You need to improve your awareness, and that means pausing, breathing, reflecting, meditating, reviewing history, reviewing patterns, so that you can see how things are unfolding. Review the mathematical equations of life. Pay attention. And with this, you will begin to grow and flourish in conversation with me. You can visit my site at medoxmethods.com. The link is in my bio. Go to the services tab and check everything out. Maybe you want to get more conversations like this and engage a little more with me. You can join my line learning club. It's only $75 a month. $75 a month. We have 4 sessions a month. Every Wednesday, you can engage, you can interact, and you can learn and grow and expand your mind so that you can become the best that you can be. You can get access to different aspects of yourself. Check out the services.